متكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون والله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم.
Sadaqallahu al-Ali al-Azim. There was another hand that side.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ووعدنا موسى 30 ليلة وأتممناها ب10 فتم ميقات ربه 40 ليلة. وقال موسى لأخيه هارون اخلفني في قومي وأصلح ولا تتبع سبيل المفسدين. ولما جاء موسى لميقاتنا وكلمه ربه قال رب أرني أنظر إليك قال لن تراني ولكن انظر إلى الجبل فإن استقر مكانه فسوف تراني. فلما تجلى ربه للجبل جعله دكا وخر موسى صعقا. فلما أفاق قال سبحانك تبت إليك وأنا أول المسلمين. قال يا موسى إني اصطفيتك على الناس برسالاتي وبكلامي فخذ ما آتيتك وكن من الشاكرين. وكتبنا له في الألواح من كل شيء موعظة وتفصيلا لكل شيء فخذها بقوة وأمر قومك يأخذوا بأحسنها سأريكم دار الفاسقين.
صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق الرسول النبي الكريم
ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين. Alhamdulillah, after thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to be together this evening, I wish to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me the ability to think properly so that I am able to guide you through your last steps before you do your exam. And I also want to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me the power of the heart so that I will also be able to touch your heart. Because in life you don't change because of reasoning only. You change because of your feelings. The heart is the engine of change, not the brain. You could think very hard, but if the thinking does not turn the turbulence of the heart, change never occurs. You see, in life many people start very many things, but those who are successful are those who start and finish very well. It is not how well you started your Form 4, how much marks you came here with in Form 1. What will determine how you stayed in your 4 years of high school now will be your performance in the KCSE. They say it is the KCSE that determines how we live life after high school. The KCSE will determine whether you will be a doctor in your life. The KCSE will determine whether you will be a teacher in your life. The KCSE will determine whether you will be an architect. It's the grades you will score in KCSE that will ultimately give you the life that you deserve. Me, I am a very strong believer, I think because of my experience, that God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, does not give you what you want, but He gives you what you work for. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not zalim. He pays one with 10, 10 with 100, 100, with 1,000,000. But you have to do it first. And he says it in the Quran clearly that I will never change your situation until you change yourself. And for any one of us, including me, to change, we must be very, very, very courageous. Because there are situations where sometimes you feel like you are beaten to the ground. And you feel like this is the end of me. There is no way I can continue struggling. I've done enough. I'm now packing myself, just waiting for the exam. Many of us felt that way at one time or another. So to get out of that situation, you need to be very courageous. Telling yourself, no, it's not over until it is over. It is not enough until it is enough. Nothing is difficult for me, nothing is hard for me, nothing is complicated for me. With Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I can get any grade that I am working for. Many girls started Form 1. Maybe every year in Form 1 you will find like maybe about 7 million girls starting high school. But out of those 7 millions, maybe only 200, 300 will become career ladies. They will go to university. The rest, they keep on dropping, either dropping physically from school or dropping in terms of performance. So courage is very key, because many people, they say many are people who gave up when they were almost about to succeed. Then they gave up. So for you to keep pushing on, that courage has to be part of you. You know, sometimes you have to look school as if it's the only life that you will have. This is the only life you have. If you miss it, it messes you completely. And when you look at school as life, you will do everything possible to make this life very beautiful at the end of the day. Because it is what will determine how happy or how sad you will be after your school. So courage is key. Courage is key. You have to be very strong, not for anybody. You have to be strong for yourself, because this is your life. And if by any chance one thing or another is not working, don't worry. If 1 or 2 chapters of a book is not good, it doesn't mean that book is not good. Maybe out of 10, if 2 are not good, 8 are good. So don't allow also something like, for example, a subject which you are not performing well, demoralize you from performing well in other subjects. Remember, we are graded through how many subjects? 7 subjects. You are even lucky, they are no longer making 2 science compulsory. They are only grading 1 science. Am I right? Yes. So that means the chances of you doing well is very, very high if you will now zero down in those areas that you know you are not trying, you are sure you are going to pass. Sometimes people want to spread themselves through every other place, and then they fail awfully. But if you are that person who is concentrating mainly in those areas that you know, here I am going to get an A in this subject, I am sure of a B+ in this subject, and therefore instead of me getting worried and getting scared and getting demoralized by that one tiny subject, I better invest all my time in these subjects that will give me the career that I am yearning for. So courage is very important. Sometimes you sit back, even at my age, and there are things that will come to your mind telling you, no, just give up. Just forget about it. It's not going to happen. Just relax, Just wait for your fate. After all, it's qadar. You know what I'm talking about? It's qadar after all. No, that's not about qadar. You have to work hard, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you working hard, then He blesses the work of your hands. So be courageous. This is the time when you're supposed to have more energy. This is the time when you're supposed to have better focus. This is the time when you're supposed to engage with other people like teachers and other students very well, so that they assist you to make the dream of your life become true. Apart from courage, for you to change, you need to embrace hard work. Hard work. And hard work does not mean using physical ability. Hard work simply means you will give more concentration in what you are doing. The difference between performance of people is the degree of concentration. Some people could read for only 1 hour, but because of their concentration, they will grab everything they are reading. And some people could read for 6 hours, minus concentration, they grab nothing. So it is the concentration. When you are at something, be at that thing. Be at that thing, at that particular time. And don't stop until you have mastered that thing. Don't go to bed when you have a question in your mind that you don't know the answer. Never go to bed when you have a question in your mind that you don't know the answer. Make sure every day you get answers for the questions that are in your mind. If you cannot get them from the book, get them from a friend. If you not get them from a friend, get them from a teacher. But don't sleep until you get the answer of the question that you have in your mind. They say success is not a one-day event. It doesn't take you to your destination. It is the habits that you practice every day. Habits that you practice every day. From the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep. Whatever you do will determine how far you will go in your studies. And here study means life. How far you will go. There are two things that normally kill people slowly in their lives. The regrets that when they had time to become better, they refused. There are some people who are 60 years old, 70 years old today, but they're still regretting the way they started when they were in school. There's nothing painful than knowing you have the ability to get an A, but you settle for a C+. You know you can get an A. You are blessed. You are endowed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you that ability. But because you're not exploiting, you're not taking advantage of that ability, you just play it small and then you get a grade that is lower than your ability. Now when you're out there, you see people who had less ability than you, but they have better grades. And then you start wondering what happened. Nothing happened. It's only because you did not end your journey in a strong way. You started very well, but the ending was not good. And that's why Stephen Covey says, always whatever you do, think with the end in mind. Is whatever you are doing today with yourself, your friend and the teacher, is whatever you are doing today to yourself going to give you what you want in your life? Is the way you study, is the way you talk, is the way you walk, is the way you sleep, is the way you dress, is the way you pose yourself, is it adding up in that lady you want to be in your life? It's very important, so that you keep on accounting to your own self every day before you account to Kenya National Examination Council. When you know that the little things that you're doing every day are making you stronger, better, more confident, more prepared for that exam. When that exam comes, it becomes very easy. But if whatever you're doing now as you close the chapter of high school life, if it's not fruitful, at the end of the day that exam comes and it becomes very difficult. So change comes when you change your habits. When you change, everything around you will change. When you change what you do, What will come out of you will also be a big surprise of your life. But if you don't want to change you, there is nothing that will change about you. If you keep on doing whatever you have been doing, you'll keep on getting whatever you have been getting. If you want your results to be different at the end of your high school journey, make sure these last moments are very beautiful moments for you. That means you're doing everything possible to make sure you write a very good final chapter of your book of high school life. It could be chapter 1 could be good, chapter 3, but when it comes to chapter 4 now, this is the one. Sometimes people will read the first chapter and the last chapter, and they will know what the book is talking about. So when people see how you came in and then they see how you went out, they will know whether you were hardworking or you wasted the high school years and you went out minus how you came in. You came in with 350, you are going out with a seaplane. 350 is an A. You came with 300, you are going out with a D+. Now the 4 years have been wasted because there is no value that was added on you. You came as a very strong student, you've left as a very weak person. So it's very important to balance the first and the last. So many people will live very religious life, and a few months before they die, they start going wrong, and then they die, people going to hell. And they were so good, they were very good. And some people will live very awful life. Towards the end, they start becoming committed religiously, and they go to Jannah. The same thing with high school. You come in Form 1, you are such a nice girl, and then in Form 4 you start playing, and then you don't get what you deserve for yourself. Change is about always telling yourself, I am not yet who I want to be in my life. Believe me, in life you don't become a different person until you hate yourself. This morning I was talking to my elder sister. Her children are disturbing her a little bit. They are not interested in learning. And I was telling her, you see, I grew up in this same house, and there was nobody who was educated in this house. But inside me, there was a feeling that I must be educated. And in this family, there was nobody who could pay my school fees. But I still worked hard so that my performance is beautiful. When I show people, they will be willing to support me. So I got that support, finished primary school, high school, first degree, second degree, third degree, always support. No money from my parents. You get my point? So, but there was something I was looking for. And one other thing is I didn't like the life I lived when I was a small boy. I hated it so much. And I will always ask myself, what can I do? This idea of living the way we are living, what can I do? What should I do? Now you ask yourself what you should do, and then some thoughts pass through your mind, and if you stick to some of them, they will change your life. I was telling her, but your children are comfortable. They are eating, they are sleeping, they are getting whatever they want. There is no reason why they must work hard. And that's why I keep on telling you this every day. Unless you have a very strong, powerful, compelling why, the what will always be very difficult. If you don't have a good why must you perform very well? Why must you go to university? Why must you become a medical doctor? Why must you become a teacher? Why must you become an engineer? Why? What difference is education going to make in your life? What is it going to give you that you don't have now? What is it? Now, the moment you can answer those questions, you will work like a crazy person, and you will never stop until you become that person you want to become. One thing I can tell you for free, there's nothing more beautiful than being an educated person. It's so beautiful. It gives you a lot of confidence, and it makes you so powerful, and it always gives you the tool of living a better life. Always gives. Everything goes bankrupt in the world we are living today, except education. Never goes bankrupt. It is a business that will never go bankrupt. Knowledge doesn't. It is permanently set in your brain. If your knowledge is worth $1 million, you have $1 million in your brain. You are working with your value. If your knowledge is worth $1,000, you are working with those dollars everywhere you go, and nobody can take them away from you. They are yours. But your looks will go, whether you like it or you don't like it. You see how beautiful you are now? So beautiful, mashallah. May Allah make you more and more and more beautiful. They say if you're not beautiful until you're at the age of 20, forget it. You will never be beautiful again. Because everybody who is age 20 is beautiful. Am I right? No matter how ugly they are, they look attractive. Isn't it? But I've never seen an attractive 60 years old woman. They try. They do panel beating sometimes. Okay, they put all those makeups. They try, mashallah. They do. But it is never the same. If your father will leave you money, that money could also go. If your father by any chance is a minister today, is an MCA, is an MP, that will also come to an end. Everything you think about in life comes to an end, except knowledge. It will be your companion even in your grave. You see, when they are burying educated people, they bury them differently. Unfortunately, you girls don't go to the cemetery. But when they are lowering an educated person to that hole, it's very different. They do it slowly with care and compassion, and with a lot of resentment, with a lot of, resistance, that how I wish this guy could wake up. You know what I'm talking about? But when you are stupid, they lower you very, very fast. And believe me, the pouring of the sand is so quick. Before you look up, they have finished. Al-Fatiha. We are good. So sometimes you have to think that what you are fighting for now is something that is going to make you a very important person in your life. Change comes when you have the power of we all get tired sometimes. You read and you start getting tired and start getting bored, but you have to play with your psychology sometimes. And sometimes the best word you can hear in your life is the word you tell yourself. Tell yourself. Sometimes you reach that age where kila kitu kina complain. When you sleep, there's a complaint. When you wake up, there's complaint. The knees are complaining. The back is complaining. The eyes are complaining. Yeah. Some of us have reached that age. But sometimes we stand in front of mirror and we negotiate. And we tell ourselves, just give me another 10 years. I support some few girls to graduate. Then you can make me old. But for now, can you pause it? Go slow. You know what I'm talking about? Go slow. Don't make me too old too quickly. I haven't finished my work yet. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Sometimes I look at my imad and say, oh God, this boy is not like me. I don't know whether to call him my son or my grandson. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Because I'm so tired, even to kind of monitor him becomes difficult. So you have to invest in you so that you become the best version of yourself. Always make sure you speak to yourself when things are getting hard, and you tell yourself, look, it's only about 2 months to go. I've been here for 4 good years. I have tried, I have struggled, I have done whatever I've done. But for these remaining 2 years, help me so that I leave this place smiling, celebrating instead of regretting. Telling myself, how I wish I did it this way, how I wish I did it this way. And they say, if wishes were horses, beggars would try. You know, they say many people, when they are in their deathbed, dying, the last seconds of death is here. Now they can see no curtain again. You know, it reaches that level when God will remove the curtain so that you see where you're going. This time there is no return again. There is no reverse. Now you have to go because God has already shown you the other side. So people who do research on such kind of moments, they say many people, when they reach that moment, the only thing they regret is they did not do what they could do at the time when they had all what is needed for them to do it. That's the only thing people regret. That I could have been a different man, a different woman in this world, but I decided to settle for less than the person I was created to be in my life. How I wish. But then there's no going back. So you die with all the ability that was invested in you by your Creator, and you take it to the grave where it is not needed. You did not use it when you are in this world. So always learn to negotiate. You know, sometimes some of us could get tired of reading, could get tired of studying, but before you put your head on the pillow, you remember, there is a mother I will have to take care of. And the sleep will not give me what I need to take care of that old woman. You are about to give up and close the book, then you remember, the house where I was born is not the house I want to live, I live in. You know what I mean? You're about to say, okay, I'm tired. You say, I cannot be tired. Somebody like me cannot be tired. I have to work very hard. So learn to negotiate with you so that you always remain alert, particularly at this time when you're about to do your exam. Change comes when you accept the pain before you gain. You accept the pain. Nothing comes easy, they say. Everything that is good comes with a struggle. It doesn't become easy. It is struggle. If it was easy, at least 90% of Form 4 candidates would have gone to university. It's not easy. What is the percentage? What is the transition rate between Form 4 and university? What do you think is the transition rate? How many students who finished Form 4 go to university? Sorry? Nah, never. Not even 20%. That means very few. And the characteristics of those few who become the people of their choice, and that's very beautiful. When you're telling your children, I am a mother, or I'm your mother of my dream. Sometimes you look at your mother and you say, do I really want to be the mother I have for my children? Or I want to be a different mother for my children? So that I tell them I struggled, I worked hard, I spent sleepless nights to be the mother that you have today. When others were sleeping, I was reading. When others were playing, I was in class. When others were talking, I was revising my papers. I was always doing the opposite of what others are doing. And when you do what others are not doing, you will get what others will not get. Change is about empowerment, knowing that at the end of the day, it's you to do it, not everybody. You have to do it. It's about you. Don't say everybody does this. You're not everybody. You are special. And this is something you need to tell yourself every day. I'm special. I am unique. I am me. No one in this world is like me. I must become the best version of myself, and that is me. There's some people, when you see them every time they have a smile and you wonder, why are these people smiling every time? Don't they have problems? Nobody doesn't have a problem in life, isn't it? Kila mtu ana shida. Again, these are people who have grown up to be the people they wanted to be. So now they feel very courageous, very confident to go through any storm of life that reaches them. What I wanted to discuss with you today is how to finish with excellency. So write that one. Finish with excellency. Finish with excellency. Just do it. Just do it. Maintain that focus on that grade that you believe will make you the happiest girl in life. Maintain the focus on that grade, because what you focus on always becomes your reality. Where the focus goes, the energy will flow. Maintain that focus. If you can see it, you will work hard for it. So just focus on that grade. Don't allow your mind to settle on a doubt or a fear, thinking that you will never reach there. No. Always convince yourself that you have everything it takes to get the grade of your dream. Don't allow what you did yesterday to be the reason why you cannot be different today. Yesterday is yesterday. That is past. Now if you start doing things differently today, tomorrow is going to be amazing, awesome, completely different from yesterday. And if you are always stuck on the grade of yesterday, you will never celebrate the beautiful grade of tomorrow. You have to let go. Let go of yesterday. Let go the grade of yesterday. Let go the laziness of yesterday. Let go whatever was holding you back yesterday, and insist on focusing on only that grade that you want. Because what the mind can conceive and the heart believes, you will always achieve. Because believing is achieving. Nothing more powerful than the believing, yes, you can do it, you will do it, and you must do it. No plan B. You must get the grade of your choice. That is F. Focus. Focus. Focus on that grade that you believe will make you the best version of yourself. Intensify effort. I. Finish with excellency. Intensify efforts. Double your effort now. You know, some people, when they are on their last leg, they start relaxing, thinking they have already read enough, they are already prepared. Now they get into the mood of saying, I'm just waiting for the exam. And what is more dangerous is when you say, what will happen will happen. Kalamu zishainuliwa na wino ushakauka. Katika mtihani haukauki mpaka ufanye mtihani, na kalamu hainuki mpaka umalize kuandika mtihani. It's not over until it is over. So every day now, keep on increasing your effort. Every day, until the last day when you write your last paper. Don't get in a comfort mood. In fact, they say great candidates take care of 6 M's as they prepare for their last touch for the exam. They take care of their mind, they take care of their mouth, they take care of their movement, they take care of their moods, they take care of their mingling, and they take care of their manners. I want you to write down these 6 M's. They're very important. Great girls, great powerful girls, girls of substance, girls who wants to make a difference in their lives, girls who wants to prove everybody wrong. They always take care of 6 M's as they finish their study time. M number 1, they take care of the mind. With the mind you can build, and with the mind you can destroy. You are what goes on in your mind. Take care of the mind. With our mind we rise, and with our minds we fall. With our minds we become powerful, and with our minds we become weak. Don't allow your mind to make you weak. You don't destroy people using bombs. You destroy people by influencing their minds. The war of the mind is more dangerous than the war of pangas and guns. So you have to fight the mind not to think of negative about your ability. Make sure you are always thinking of yourself as a girl who can get anything they want out of this life. The second aim is the aim of the mouth. The words that comes out from your mouth, the words that you speak to yourself can make you intelligent or can make you a fool. Don't dare to tell yourself you're weak, you can't pass, okay, you're not good in maths, you're not good in chemistry, you're not good in Kiswahili. Don't allow those negative words to come out from your mouth. Just keep on convincing yourself that you are improving, you are becoming better and better. You're not going to rest until you become your best. I'm in the process of the becoming. I'm yet to be the best I can be. Those very encouraging words, very empowering words. So take care of your mouth. Number 3, take care of your manners, discipline. Manners. People don't know you out of the thoughts and the feelings. They know you by what you do every day. So make sure you are at the best level of your manners. You are highly disciplined. Because that is the difference between those who do well and those who don't do well. Look at schools like Mamangina girls in Mombasa. Of course, the discipline is good. That's why they're doing good. And then you look Mbaraki girls, it tells you. You look at Sharif Nasir girls, okay? And then you look at Mamangina, you cannot compare that. What's the difference? The manners, the discipline. Okay? They are organized. They don't wait to be agonized. They are doing what they're expected to do, to be the girls they should be. The fourth M is the aim of mood. Avoid being sad. Avoid being sad. If you conquer your mood, you've conquered yourself. Force yourself to be happy every morning, because it is the happiness that gives you the energy to work harder, and harder. When you are happy, I am sure you are better than when you are sad. No wonder even at home, when people are sweeping, you hear them singing, isn't it? As they sweep, because it is easier that way. When they are in the kitchen, doing the dishes, some of them also sing. When they are busy doing work that is involving, they also sing. Happiness gives you power to conquer everything that appears to be hard in life. Aim number 5, your movement, where you go, who you know. Aim of movement. We said aim of the mind, aim of the mouth, aim of the manner, aim of the mood, and then aim of the movement. And then M, the last one, is money. Money. And money is not everything, but it solves all the problems. Almost. It's not very important, but it is very useful. Money gives you security in life, isn't it? Money gives you confidence, am I right? Money can also make you remain young for a long time. You agree with me? Yes. Money can buy so many things. Money can really. So as you study, think of the salary you will get if you become that lady you want to become. Think of the money you will make if you are a medical doctor. Think of that money you will make if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a teacher. Think of that money. It could be the reason why you will work very, very hard. I remember my first salary, I decided to put it in my pocket, the shirt pocket, and my uncle saw me and said, MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah, fa'amma bi'ni'mati rabbika fahaddith. 3 people that I worked so hard, now I am earning my own money. So sometimes when you think of that money, that you will not have to depend on other people, you will not have to beg, you will not have to do things you don't want to do, because you will now start earning your own money. Gives you that freedom. So sometimes when things are hard, think what will happen if you're a pilot. What will happen? Okay, how much money do you think you will earn? And what difference will that make in your life? So can you take me through those M's? M number 1? Mind. M number 2? Mouth. M number 3? Minds. M number 4? Movement. M number 5? Movement. M number 6? Money. Shilingi yaua. Shilingi yaua tena ina wanasemaje? Shilingi maua tena inaua. So sometimes when you feel like you want to give up, think, how will it feel when you are begging, asking everybody on the phone, auntie suntumie shilingi, sister yako ambaye ni lawyer, wampigie simu, kuna harusi weekend, wallahi tena kuna magauni yanatoka 6,600 tena rahisi, kisha wasema 6,000, kisha wasema rahisi 6,600 tu. Alafu ambaye hamna, tunachukua loan vijuzi, tutakununua nyumba, hatuna pesa, kumbe hata na pesa hataki tu kukopa, waomba. Sasa unaenda mzee, ukiwa mzee unaenda kumwambia mzee akwambia, sasa mimi waniona sifanyi tena kazi, pesa hizo nitazitoa wapi? Haya, wacha nimwambie mume wangu, wewe uone shida iliyo hapa nyumbani, atakula kazi hapa, alafu atakuvaa gauni 6,000, kaa hapo. Sasa how do you get out of that anthem of everybody telling you there's no money? There's no money. You have to work hard today, so that tomorrow you have your own money. Let me tell you my secret. This is just between me and you. Sometimes when I am counting my money, I cry, because when I was a kid, I never saw that money. I cry, literally cry, subhanallah. So it can be this. Keep pushing yourself. Success is not a destination. Success is a habituation. Do it, and I know you can do it. J, jot down the main points before you write your answers. Recollect. I interpret all the questions correctly. I interpret all the questions correctly. Interpret all the questions correctly. Interpret all the questions correctly. Don't rush in answering the questions before you have understood what is required of you to write as an answer for that question. And then J, jot down the main points first before you start answering any question. Jot down. K, apply all the knowledge you have. Apply all the knowledge you have. Feel free. You are not the examiner, so don't select what to write. Just write. The examiner will decide whether it is correct or wrong. You just write. Fill those booklets and confuse the examiner that you are very bright. You have filled booklets. Okay? Maybe they might just say, oh, this girl is very bright, let us just give her an A. There's no need to read all these papers. If she didn't know what she was doing, she would have never wrote so much. Okay, so confuse them sometime. Write as much as you can. Don't limit your answers. L, don't limit your answers. Don't limit your answers. Don't say, I have written enough. 2 pages. I think this is enough. There is nothing enough. Write everything. Nothing is enough. Just write everything. Write everything. M, take a moment to think of what you're writing. Take a moment.
and think of what you are writing. A moment. Take a moment and think